So as you know that I recorded and uploaded this video, turns out the audio was goofed up, so here is the fixed audio version. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. And yes, I did see every single comment that said this, so appreciate it. Here is the fixed video. Minecraft added the brand new hostile mob, the Creaking, in 1.21.4, aka the Garden Awakens update. It's a mob that freezes when you look at it, and then bites your ankles when you look away, so it acts like your basic common toddler. I was bored and I wanted to see if I could attempt to actually beat Minecraft with the Creaking never going away. That's right, instead of actually going outside making friends and having them play Minecraft with me, I figured I'd do this. But let's see if I can beat Minecraft with the Creaking always stalking me. If you enjoyed this content at any point, leave a like and subscribe. This helps the channel grow, lets me know you guys like to see more of the stuff. Anyways, onward into today's video. So I started this challenge off a little bit different. I wanted to go for a 100% Pale Garden biome, nothing else, just strict Pale Garden, just because I wanted to get down with that gray aesthetic that everyone loves, and the aesthetic that causes a lot of depression and bipolar disorders, especially around this time of year. So I figured I'd go all in. But for this challenge, I did a lot of research regarding the Creaking. Turns out the Creaking is actually one-hittable if there's actually no heart attached to it. And I didn't really want to have a tree that constantly had a brand new heart or carry the heart around me. I figured I just would summon one in, so I summoned in my Creaking, and the issue was that one damage hit. The thing is with the Creakings, they only have 1 HP to where if anything hits them, they die automatically. And I figured might as well just make the guy immortal, right? Because why the hell not?
You can do that? How?
With my mermaid magic.
And just like that, it was immortal. And now you should be invincible, hooray! This is my best friend. It loves abuse. And it can stay with me forever because it can't die! Yay! It can't die at all. Yes, because being immortal is totally a sin. And also, if you're curious about what kind of potion effects I used, a bunch of them. So, yeah. I see a blah, 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 blah. That's not cool. Thing is, I have to go and get him. I gave him the gift of immortality, and he's like, hey, screw you, I'm gonna go away. And yes, before you ask, I'm going to actually get a name tag whenever I find one and name tag it. Speaking of name tags, I actually wasn't entirely sure if they were to actually despawn if they weren't actually name tags, so I figured just in case, I wanted to give myself a name tag and then name tag him the most iconic name ever. Just cause one brand, its name is Steve. Yes. Come here, Steve. So after this has been 3 attempts in the making. So attempt number 3. It has potion effects. It is a named Creaking. Its name is Steve, and it loves me. Yes, as you can tell. That's his way of saying hi, that he loves you. Because abuse is always fun. And if someone hits you, that means that they love you.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about stars to dispute it. No, it's right.
Will you stop it? Stop it, Steve. I love you too, but I don't want hugs right now. Then after I have officially been acquainted with Steve, I figured that I would get some wood and get some materials, and then after I got some wood, I kind of realized that animals don't spawn here. And since animals didn't actually spawn here, the question was, how was I going to feed myself? And the answer was by smacking a bunch of grass to get seeds into wheat, and then the wheat turned into bread, and so on and so forth, because that's how food works, right? But then I got distracted by Steve. What are you doing? Are you in love with the tree or something here? So right here, I kind of noticed that the AI of the Creaking is extremely buggy. It turns out it doesn't actually follow you, it pathfinds to you, and with the AI, it doesn't pathfind correctly. So this was a major issue that I was soon to bump into, especially since I was actually trying to go down the gigantic mountain that I was on, and I kept dying and falling off, and yeah, it was quite fun. Where's my wood buddy at? Hi, I see you. Hello, follow me. Is it following me? Are you like no longer into me now, huh? I see you staring at me. Yes, I see you staring. And you like what you see. I know that you do. Here, Steve, can you just come here? Come here. This guy is so smooth of the brain. Here, come on. Okay, fine. You stay there. I'll be back. I'll be back. And turns out I actually got him down completely, and he was submerged in the water. And what I wanted to do is actually check out that ruined portal, but turns out they could swim inside water, but they were very, very, very extremely slow. All right, let's go check this ruined portal really fast as it struggles to come and get me. The portal had decent loot, but the main reward was that golden apple, which I could use as food if I really needed to. But it's a single golden apple in a world to where there is no food, not even fish, but I believe that I can still fish. Then after I was done looting, I swam back to Steve and I gave him a little bit of gifts. Here, Steve, have this. Are you interested in me now? Yes. Yes. It liked its friendship bracelet. Good. And then after I was done officially reacquainting with Steve, I figured I'd go mine as I told chat my opinion about cheeses. Yeah, and also this is a stream recording by the way, so if the quality is kind of buggy, which I apologize about, this is kind of what happened. So, sorry. I don't know. I really do love Brie or Brie, how the hell you pronounce it, as well as Munster. I've always really liked those cheeses. I really like Havarti too, especially on like grilled cheese. It's good. I would say my least favorite cheese is probably, I don't know, cheddar.
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
So when I was mining, I was having issues trying to find iron, and I figured I would go explore in hopes that I could find another cave. And this is when I kind of noticed that when I was actually crossing over, Steve's AI was going the exact opposite way to which I was. It's very odd. What is it doing? What is it doing? So when this was happening, I tried fiddling with the settings in Minecraft to see if maybe it was the simulation distance or the render distance that was very low. They were both the same, and they were both almost at the max which my computer could actually handle. So I figured that wasn't it. I figured it was some kind of internal bug that Mojang hasn't squashed yet. What are you doing? Follow me, Dingbat. Where is it going? What is it doing? Anyways, while this was happening, I kind of figured that I kind of wanted to go away from this spawn because the spawn was kind of bad and I didn't really feel like being around this cliff and I couldn't really make this my home. So I figured I would craft a boat in hopes that I would lure Steve into another side of the world in hopes that we found riches while sailing the 7 seas. Can I go into a boat? Can you go into a boat? Yo, can you go into a boat? Is the question I got for you. Oh, it's because... Okay. I understand. I understand it completely.
That's a damn lie and you know it!
Yeah, I didn't understand this at all. I don't understand how his AI can just freeze in water when I'm right beside it. Anyways, I just continued going straight and hoped that I found an island. We're almost to land. We're like right here. Once I got the land, I just punched a bunch of grass and I was trying to get seeds for food, and then I noticed that Steve was not coming, so I had to come back and then persuade him to come on land with me. To come up here and do your creaking duty, alright? Can you do your creaking duty with that big old creaking booty? So it didn't really seem like Steve really wanted to come on land right now, so I figured I'd utilize this time and just make a very small home/base. Can I? Oh, ew. I don't like that at all. That looks nasty. I wish like when you shared it, it gave off a little bit of like cracks as if it was amber, because the amber is a really nice block, but it's just, I don't know what they were doing. I don't know what they were doing. And now you can say that I actually build houses in these challenges, because usually I don't. Today I did. After I have successfully made my house, I figured that I would bring Steve on land because he's been spending this whole entire time just submerged in water. I'm pretty sure he probably smells of mildew and mold. Follow me, 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 follow me. You wanna follow me? I know you do, because I'm so great and attractive and stoof. Look at that, you're actually on land. I'm so proud. So now that Steve was officially on land, I figured I'd go mining because I desperately needed resources. And he bonked me inside of a water chamber by a cave, and this is when I actually died while trying to get his pathfinding to actually work properly. Like, look at this guy. Okay, now you wanna move. Hi, let's get right back to where we came from, because this song might be copywritten, but it's not gonna give me a copy strike because I'm doing a parody, so that's okay with the copyright law, whatever it's called. Yep, I had to swim all the way back to my house because I didn't have a bed to actually set my spawn, and when I came back I noticed that Steve was actually there. And hopefully Steve is still there. Steve is still here, hooray, he never left me. There's my sword, I need that. So when I was actually getting my stuff back, I noticed how a zombie was actually coming my way, and I devised an idea to get food. I need your flesh because I need food, really bad. You didn't drop any, hooray. So when I was actually down inside the caves, I noticed this. More hey, mineshaft, actually, sweet! Means I can actually get food, and better yet, a bed, because cobwebs are things. And I know what you're probably saying. Marshy Sputter, where's the creaking at? So, long story short, he was actually on the surface, but I felt this was kind of weird, so I died by a zombie, and I respawned, and I brought him with me. So, I have an idea on actually how to get him down. Let's break maybe this, and make a new current in hopes that... I can kind of push him because I kind of want my buddy to yay, look at that. He's down with me. Great.
Wolski analysis.
We are really awesome at this.
And since he's invincible and basically immortal, he can't die. Hooray! Rad. I want my stuff back, so stay. What are you doing?
So when I was actually in the cave, I was harassed by numerous creepers and numerous skeletons to where I was almost very near death. But thankfully, I had food which was consisted of just rotten flesh. Yeah, it's pretty much this whole entire run consisted of rotten flesh and other things. But the caves were just abundant with iron, so I gathered much of iron, and I hoped that I didn't die. And then afterwards, I figured I'd go loot the nearby abandoned mineshaft.
Let's hope that that is actually viable, because we need stuff. You can't climb. In your face, buddy. You're a disgrace.
And once I was safely inside the abandoned mineshaft, I figured I'd make a furnace instead of a small base camp. And then I allowed Steve to come up and follow me.
Alright, the idea, my buddy, is to get this and make wool. I think I can. I think I can. Says the little engine that probably could. Hi. Sorry, I'm gonna smack you. It was a love tap, I promise you.
After I was done getting a little bit of cobwebs in hopes that I could make wool, I figured that I would craft some armor.
I know you're judging me, Steve. I can see it inside your eyes. It's fine. I love you too.
And after I was done, I figured I'd spend some couple time with Steve when he instantly annoyed me.
Stop it. Stop it, bad Steve. 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 As you can tell, he responds well to certain commands, but not all of them. So technically he's not housebroken yet,
So after this, I figured that I would explore a little bit of this mineshaft some more. I still needed a little bit of the cobwebs to make wool, and also needed iron, so I figured I would install a new roll, because I'm instead of a mineshaft, my shafts were too high, and Steve didn't really feel like breaking his kneecaps a little bit for him to actually pass underneath the wooden beams, and I lacked the durability of my axe to actually destroy everything. So I figured I would have to be around Steve the whole entire time, but I could spend 60 seconds away from him, but only inside the cave, just because of this one section.
Oh, minecart. Sweet. I have like, nice, look at that. I did actually need bread. That is godsend right there. Sweet. All right, let's go back to Steve because my time's almost up. Yeah, you're back. Sweet. Glad to see you, buddy. Did you miss me? I missed you as well. I love you, buddy. Okay. So that chest had some glowberries. I think I can bone meal them. And they instantaneously give a new berry. That's what I might do for this, because food, believe it or not, is quite scarce.
So you're probably thinking, hey, you have food now, right? That means that you can always have food, because you can just bone meal the whole entire, like, glowberry and get limitless food. No. In the run, I actually did something really dumb. But anyways, after I was done getting a little bit more materials, I could actually construct my first bed, and I plopped that down, and I officially had a respawn point. So now that I officially had a bed, I figured that I'd go mining a little bit for materials, and that's when I found some iron, another chest, and this is actually where I discovered a poisonous spider.
Ah, what the hell? Hi! You're a parasite. Please go. Why are you spawning there? Stop it.
And as I fled and I was trying to gain my hearts back up, I did that dumb thing I was mentioning earlier. I ate all my food.
You dumb.
And after that very quick scare, I figured I'd go back and smelt all the iron which I had, and I crafted a bunch of armor.
Ha! We have full iron armor. Look at that.
So now that I was officially geared up, I figured that I would commit respawn really fast by having Steve bite my ankles really fast. And then afterwards, I set Steve free, and then I figured I would go hunting for some diamonds, because I wanted to actually create a diamond pickaxe and actually harvest the obsidian myself instead of actually using that lava water bucket trick, because I feel like that's kind of cheating, and plus I kind of did want to actually mine with Steve around me and to actually see how hard it would actually be. Turns out it was actually quite annoying.
It's Steve, not me. It's Steve, not me. Damn. Steve wanted to give me a hug for comfort, but it didn't really work. For that, I shall attack you for hitting my buddy. Only I can hit him, see? Only I can hit you. Because we have a codependency relationship to where we both equally enjoy the abuse by the other partner.
That's nasty.
I continued mining for quite a while, and then I noticed my last diamond.
Diamonds, look at that! Yes! Since I actually have enough to make a pickaxe, I can actually stop mining! Hoorays! That was the challenge, yes.
But it was actually guarded by numerous zombies to where I died a few times trying to actually go over there and get the diamond.
My god, why is there so many zombies over here? Jesus, stop it. Must be like a spawner somewhere or something. Here, Stop it. Stop it.
So yeah, so the center part of the playthrough was just me pretty much being stuck between a rock and a hard place. But turns out there was a silver lining when this happened.
Fun, 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 fun. Hey, my stuff.
Well, we're boned.
Well, at least they're all in a hole now. That's a plus.
It's just like shooting fish in a barrel.
Good news, I got my stuff back.
After that, I had to re-find Steve.
There he is, right there. He's chilling like a big old villain. All right, let's get those stupid diamonds.
Victory screech!
So now that I officially have the resources to actually mine the obsidian, which I was going to get at a later time, because right now I wanted to get the hell out of this cave, because honestly, the lack of sunlight was kind of draining on my sanity. Not to mention Steve always trying to bite my ankles, and also these zombies and skeletons trying to kill me. Long story short, I was having a horrible time inside these caves. Anyways, going back up on the surface was a challenge all on its own. For starters, the idea I had originally was to do this.
Unless, can you use water technology? Kinda? Hey, it does work. Look at that.
Sometimes my genius is... it's almost frightening.
So it uses water currents. Neat. It's smart. It has some intelligence, actually. Kudos. Well, it's taking damage somehow. I think it's... is it suffocating the death by any chance? I have an idea, though. Wait, no, it is working. Cool. What the hell?
Well, that didn't work.
So this plan originally didn't work, and I figured plan B was going to be staircasing all the way out of the cave. This one did actually work, but I was having issues because the pathfinding again was being horrifying. So Steve kept on hitting me, and I kept on taking damage and falling off and reclaim back up, and whenever I tried to place blocks it would hit me, and then I lacked blocks, had to get more blocks, and then zombies were to come, and yeah, stuff like this. And also the pathfinding didn't really want to work. It acted like it wanted to come to me, but it didn't want to come to me. It was really weird. But after, I think, a good hour, I finally got out of the cave.
Hey, you're right there. Awesome. I'm very glad you stayed right there, Steve. You're such an amazing pal, and I love you forever and also ever. Can you... really, can you not?
Oh, for 5 minutes. Could you not be yourself?
For 5 minutes! Ah!
So after me and Steve got out of the cave, I figured that I'd go back to the house and see if the farm grew, and it did. So I figured I'd harvest a little bit of wheat and then make a few things of bread.
All right, so food-wise, I have like nothing. I have like 2 bread. That's not good.
But yeah, food was definitely a thing that I did not have a lot of, and I desperately need it. But I figured instead of actually doing that and securing a lot of food, I figured I would make Steve a small area.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna make a area just for him because I feel like he needs a house desperately. Because he has like all this amped up energy and he wants to just like be around me 24/7. I feel like some personal space would be quite good. Thing is, I feel like with Steve, he can just randomly run away, and I don't really want that. I want my buddy to stay with me forever and ever, never, never, never leave my side.
After I got some materials, I figured that I would start crafting it.
All right, it's time to make my little Steve a forever home. And by a forever home, I mean a small pin. And the pin for Steve is complete. I think, honestly, he likes it, to be fair. I can tell by the way he's attacking me, he loves it so much. Those are I love you hugs. Exactly.
Then I crafted myself a diamond pickaxe, and then afterwards I smelt it. And before I was gonna actually go adventure and grab that obsidian, I had me a genius idea, an idea which I should have done way earlier.
Actually, you know what? Let's actually make a fishing rod. So since food is so rare and I'm pretty much am starving, I'm gonna fish. Because I believe this still works, because inside of this pale garden biome, fish and other animals don't naturally spawn. That's kind of why I'm struggling with food so much, because they don't really spawn. Yeah, they don't spawn here, which I kind of like, to be fair. I like that there's no life and that stuff is kind of hostile. But then again, survival-wise, it's hard because you have to either farm or get a fishing rod. But I do like how this mechanic is still available in the biome. Yes, good job, Mojang. Thumbs up for that. But thumbs down because the AI for the creaking, it's trash. It wanders way too much. It's kind of like you have to be right beside him all the time for him to actually stay attracted to you, which, I mean, I would say that I'm decently attractive myself, but to be fair, I don't think I'm his type, which kind of hurts a little bit.
But yeah, I mainly fished until I got enough fish to actually cook, and then to where food was actually stable, at least for a little bit.
Yes, because breathing in smoke is totally healthy. Trust me, I am a doctor.
After I was done making a bunch of fish, just to last me 5 more seconds, I figured that I'd let Steve out. Me and him would go attempt to harass some local skeletons for their bones. Turns out I only found Steve's.
Steve, let's go continue killing more skeletons for the bones, yo. Skeleton spotted. Use lethal force. I don't know what it is about Steve's, but man, Steve just loved me.
When I was actually done running through the forest, I figured that I'd kill some zombies and hopes that I would either get a carrot or a potato, and I needed it so bad, but turns out they only wanted to drop their flesh.
But I believe you might be able to actually drop a carrot for me. That would be actually quite nice. It would be cool if you could. Dang.
Whoa! This is worthless.
After those numerous zombies decided that they would do numerous hate crimes to me and my people, I got distracted by a resin block. And honestly, I love how these look, but turns out when I got distracted,
I kind of want that actually. I would love... Creepers do blow up actually.
After I got all my stuff back and also got a few love hugs from Steve, I figured that I would get this sap, resin, whatever it's called, maple syrup stuff. I figured that I would destroy the heart. Steve didn't like that, and I gave a shout to our first sponsor.
Hey, don't get mad. Get glad. This video is sponsored by Glad, by the way. I believe they make trash bags, so yes, trash bags. If you want to take out the trash, get Glad. Simple.
There you go, Glade. Now give me money. Yes, because that's how sponsorships work. You talk about a product and then they magically give you money. After I was done, I figured that I'd go hunt for some obsidian, and that's exactly what I did.
And I lack my bucket. Dang. So let's go back and let's get that water bucket. Bucket. I got a bucket. Be proud of me for my bucket.
So on the way back, I kind of started brand new recording, and I kind of figured I would chat about where exactly I've been, because it's been a while since I actually recorded, and I figured I'd kind of pull back the curtain just a tad bit for y'all.
Yeah, you're probably curious on where exactly I've been, because it's been quite a while since I actually uploaded it. The answer is I was sick, and when I was sick, I decided that I would play a different game that is, for once, not Minecraft. I kind of said a little bit about this on a stream that I did a while back. Is that I'm playing the game called The Outer Wilds, and it is quite a very fun game. I've been playing it for pretty much like 3 days straight, and whenever I get off work, I've been playing it. I really do love it so much. I love the story, and I love like the open world feel as well as the mystery that's kind of behind the story and lore. It's a really fun game. If you haven't played it, I suggest playing it, because I don't really want to spoil it, but the story itself is actually quite beautiful.
When I was officially back in the lava pit, I magically turned it into obsidian, then I started to actually mine it. After I was done, I went back to the base.
Alright, it's time to prepare for the Nether. Since we actually have obsidian, we can do that.
But before I could actually go venture inside the Nether, I needed food really bad, so I figured I would fish for quite a long while. Also, hopefully just one person understands this weird reference that I make.
Wow, this world is so gray. It's so gray like him, inside and outside. Gray his house, and a gray little window, and a gray Corvette, and everything is gray for him and himself and everybody around him. He ain't got nobody for color. I'm gray, I'm a gray. Stuff is gray, 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 stuff is gray. I don't know. Alright, let's make some golden boots, because big people are things.
And after I was done creating my first pair of golden armor, I figured that I would snatch some gravel from the nearby body of water. And that's when I got super lucky to where I got it first try. And then I crafted, you guessed it, the Nether portal. So there you are. Have some progress. So here's a small spoiler for you, but I highly regret putting my portal here. You will most likely see why later in the video, but right now I wished I would have switched my portal over to where it was not in this area.
And yes, before you ask, they can go inside the Nether. Shocker, I was actually shocked as well. Good Nether spawn, please, I need it.
If you think bad luck can defeat me, then you don't know my name is Philip J.
That is one unlucky guy.
Another waste, yes. Okay, where's Steve at? There you are, hi buddy. Okay, let's explore really fast, bud. You're following, right? Sweet. Is that another fortress? Nah, that's just a big old weird cliff. Before you ask, yes, Steve does have fire resistance. I don't want him to die. He's fire immune.
Yeah, so the Nether was most likely the most unluckiest spawn I've ever had. The spawn was Nether Waste biome, which was really lucky, but around it was actually a soul sand valley. But the only good thing about this spawn was that the bones were right here in front of me, and I just gathered a bunch of them. Then afterwards, I went to go explore a little bit.
Swear to God, if you hit me inside the lava, I will like yell at you. Stop. Is there a fortress this way? I feel like there might be. I feel it in my groin.
And that's when I found another fortress.
Hey, a fortress! I did feel him in my groin. Come on, buddy. It is quite a terrible fortress, I have to say. Very terrible indeed. Indubitably, as they say.
So this part of the Nether exploration was kind of a very long grind, but you're probably curious on why exactly it was such a hard and long grind. The answer was I didn't really have a lot of food and I was playing on hard difficulty. I kept dying to the blazes, but also to Steve. And to make matters worse, when I actually went through my Nether portal, I guess decided that it would throw its fireball when I was actually teleporting back, and this caused a gigantic forest fire. Now you guys understand why I wish my portal was never actually there.
Many months later.
Oh yeah, there was a fire. And turns out I died, but then it started to rain, and then after that I rage quit. So yeah, everything's perfectly fine. There was a small forest fire, which I have no idea how, but Steve's pen is destroyed. And I only have an axe. So, what? Okay, apparently some of my stuff did actually tell me the blaze rods are still here. Please. Oh my god, okay. I apparently got very lucky. The blaze rods are still here somehow. I have no idea how.
From this moment on, I declare my bad luck officially over.
He was fun.
So after my bad luck bliss, I figured that I would use technology.
Wait, SpongeBob! We're not cavemen! We have technology!
And by technology, I figured that I would use mushrooms to make mushroom soup because the Nether has a bunch of them, right? This was actually my valuable food source for quite a while. And then after that, I just figured I'd kill more blazes and hopefully to get at least 20 blaze rods. And after I finally got 20 blaze rods, I ran out of there like a bat out of hell.
And you made it, right? Good, you did. All right, come on, Steve. All right, so we have a grand total of 16, sorry, a whopping 20 blaze powder. So we should be fine. I'm not really gonna make potions because it takes forever and I don't really wanna, I mean, I probably should, but I don't really wanna browse around inside of the Nether to get Nether wart. Seems like a hassle, to be fair. Hopefully I don't, you know, bite those words, but yeah, it's gonna take forever and I don't really want to deal with it right now.
To be fair, what I didn't really want to do with right now was actually trading and trying to get ender pearls because I spent a long time inside of the Nether and I couldn't actually find a blue forest biome or a warped forest biome or whatever the hell it's called. I could not find one and I figured that I would have to resort to trading with the pig people. And yeah, spoiler alert, it took forever. I never actually got ender pearls, so here's just a montage of all the times I tried trading with them. This took way longer than it should have.
2,000 years later.
Mic check, mic check. Let's see if my mic is on. My mic, I think it might be really on. Might be on. Hello, you stay away from me, Steve. Glad to see you. Really glad you're here. Did not miss you at all because this challenge sucks, kinda. What was I doing last video? I forgot because it's been a few days since I recorded.
Yeah, so we're inside the Nether still. I'm still trying to trade with piglins, but it turns out ghast really do hate me. And this little funny bit happened. Well, I think it's funny. It sucked and it was actually happening, but you know, time cures all wounds, I think.
Ah, funny ghast. And I am very low health. Neat. I hate this challenge so much. Right, there's 2 of them. Why am I in a geode? The portal probably broke. Yeah, yep, no, I gotta redo the portal. Damn it. Well, fine. Oh, hey, look at that. Okay, I have an idea. Not that orthodox, but we're gonna try it. Okay, let's do that, and then we're gonna just die. I literally have 1 level. Yeah, you need to stop it. And I think I got it. I killed it, I'm pretty sure. Oh, fun.
Ah! Rigby!
So yeah, so hopefully that little thing made you laugh, because honestly, it made me laugh when I was actually editing it, which I'm doing currently right now. But anyways, you probably curious on what exactly I was up to in the Nether, because this video is very edited. So long story short, I was trying to find the blue forest biome, couldn't find it, spoiler alert, and then I discovered a brand new idea that I could possibly try.
Okay, good news. I have bone meal now, so that's a plus. The minus is still no stupid ender pearls, so we might be boned.
Boned again.
And honestly, my best luck is I might actually make a new portal, because this portal here is kind of it's pure shit. I'm just gonna say it's pure because it's pure shit and I hate it.
But instead of actually doing that thing, which is involved in me making a brand new portal and getting, you know, obsidian for that, I figured that I'd do the easy way, which would consist of slabs and also a stone cutter. So I crafted myself a stone cutter, made a good amount of slabs, and then I set off to where I was going to bridge towards in hopes that I could possibly find a warped forest biome.
Okay, so I'm going to bridge this way. I noticed a basalt delta in more nether waste when I increased my render distance, so we're going to utilize that really fast and just hope that, yeah, you see right there, there's more nether waste. So we're gonna just go by the edge and hope that, you know, look at that, we landed on top of stuff.
Now it was time for me to find a warped forest biome.
Hey, look, a blue forest biome, sweet, this challenge is almost flippin' done, awesome. I don't see my pal. Where's my pal at? Have y'all seen a weird guy that's gray that looks like y'all, but not really? Oh, cool. Hi.
Alright, so now that I've officially got my stuff back as well as found a warped forest biome, time to get some ender pearls, so that's what I did. I killed a bunch of endermen and got a bunch of ender pearls.
I guess you could say that I like balls.
And then afterwards I went back and I crafted the eyes of the ender.
Okay, so we have 12 of these bad babies right here. Technically, should have gotten more, but we're going to attempt our luck, because we all know that my luck when it comes to strongholds is quite good, but also quite terrible. Don't break. Rad. So, sad enough, we have to go this way, which means you have to cross water. Alright, so game plan wise, so I know that the Eyes of Ender threw it that way, but I kinda don't want to really cross the ocean blue, because we all know what the issue is with my big old gray dude. It doesn't like water. Whenever it goes in water, it glitches out completely. So we're going to attempt to avoid the water. I know that there is most likely some land that goes that way. So yeah, we're gonna hook with the land and we're just gonna stay with the land. And when I hit, I guess, another patch that's in that direction, we're gonna throw another one and hope that we're close. That's the plan. Hopefully it works, but let me wait until the sun goes down and then sleep, and then we will be headed that way. But also I need food. So food might come first, actually. So yeah, let me do some fishing really fast and I will go from there.
So this was the part of the recording that I prepared for the end, and I started off this pairing sequence by getting a lot of moss to use as building blocks.
Damn. Well, that's a good way to use a hoe. Mining moss with it, bro. There we go, rad. And with this, we have a few stacks of the pale moss stuff. Yes, such a nice block, and I like it very much. When it comes to this moss or the regular moss, I like this moss more. I like that it's grayer. Yes, but to be fair, I might be saying that because this whole entire area is infecting me with the gray spores, and I feel very gray. Yeah, very down. After this, I'm gonna have to get some antidepressants because everything I see is gray.
Then, fishing time. Now that I was successfully prepared, time to go find the stronghold.
Come on, Stevie boy. Alright, so I'm hoping that if I just stay on the land, it'll hook around, because it was this way I have to go. So I'm hoping that this will work. Steve, come on, you moron. You lovable, inconsiderate moron. Come on. Every time Steve scares me, I cough. Yes, that's right. I'm allergic to Steve's. Yeah, I think it's all the mold and all the mildew he's been sniffing. Yeah, that's right. He has a addiction. I have no idea what the hell I'm saying.
And thus, the journey to the stronghold began.
So slow. That's what he's doing. He's being slow. He's being a very slow bro, yo-bo. Yo-ho-ho. And a ball of yum. Yeah, Steve is very yum.
As I was traveling along the edge, it did seem like this area was actually working. It seemed like the land was actually going with the water and actually around it. And more importantly, going to the stronghold.
Where am I going? This way still. Neat.
Stop. Hits. Stop it with your armpits, yo. I gotta sleep. Let me sleep, please. Let me sleep. Jesus, you clingy little bastard, you. Don't stare at me while I'm trying to sleep. It's very, comforting, to be fair. I love your orange eyes just seep into my soul, and it makes me want to pee myself. Yeah, it's been a few days since I last recorded, and I have no idea where the hell I am. All I know is that this thing is after me, and it annoys me to high heavens, but good news, it's now 2025, and new year, new me, which means that I now have a brand new mic. I ordered a mic during, technically the day after Christmas, because that's when I got paid. Figured I'd splurge a little bit, because, you know, mics are cool, and I needed a brand new one, because I've been using a Blue Snowball, and it was a beginner mic. Now I'm using a Audio-Technica 2035 with a XLR, whatever that is. I'm not sure. Yes, Steve understands it. Yes, Steve understands audio, and he understands that I made a very bad decision. I'm not sure why. Anyways, if this section of this video sounds kind of shizzy, it's because new mic, and I've not set it up correctly. And now Steve's getting mad because I'm not really acknowledging him. Steve, I acknowledge you as a person, as a human being, and as a lover. Yeah, speaking of setting up a mic improperly or properly, here's a picture of how exactly I have my mic set up. So this is the Audio-Technica 3045, and the shock mount came kind of busted, so I figured I'd improvise and use some yarn. Currently, it still is up properly, and it still has not fallen, and it's been like this for probably a week or two. So yeah. So I was on the way to the stronghold when I figured that I would kind of do like a deep topic clip thing of this year, because when I was actually recording this video, this was actually the first day of the brand new year, so I figured I'd monologue a little bit regarding this year and where I hopes it would take me. But yeah, it's a brand new year. It is checking my phone for the date. It's 4 days into the brand new year, and honestly, I want to say it feels different, but it feels the same. I mean, I feel like I'm the same me, but I mean, I hope that this year will get better. Well, I mean, so far it's fine. I just hope that, you know, what's in store for this year is quite good. I am with every day and like every year, I'm optimistic to a degree. I always tend to look on the brighter side of life in hopes that, you know, I mean, as far as this year, I am worried, and like, I'm not saying that I'm worried over like, you know, the economy or whatever. It's more of the like, what's gonna happen this year, you know? And like, I don't really care about politics. I've kind of voiced my opinion a little bit about politics in the past. Currently, it's like, my worries are like, is this year gonna be the year that this happens? Or is it gonna be the year that this happens to me? I guess I'm just worried about the internals of not really knowing what's gonna happen. And a lot of my worries are like, it might be the year that this finally happens, you know, this. And like, more of my worries are like, this is going to be the year that I lose my cat, or this will be the year that, you know, my vehicle breaks down and I'm stranded. I tend to not worry too much, but I don't know, something about 2025, it's got me on edge, and I do not know. Come on, Steve, and I do not know why. Maybe it's the fact that Steve won't follow me. Maybe. To be fair, you need to have a very high IQ to understand Marshy's Twitter content, as we said before. Come on, Steve. When I was actually traveling to the stronghold, I noticed a small group of pumpkins, which I stole one in hopes that I could obtain shears to make a jack-o'-lantern to put on my head. Nothing like a forest fire that makes you feel happy to be alive. Yes. Alright, Steve. Hey. Don't get on fire, buddy. And let's just ignore this pale garden, you know? It's quite beautiful, I have to say. It's quite beautiful. After I walked past the fire, which I totally did not create myself, I noticed that I didn't actually have the arrows which I had, and also I'd never crafted a bow with food. I just realized that I did not bring a bow or the arrows that I had.
Look, I have to tell you the truth. I have a condition that makes me forget everything in times of extreme stress.
So this meant that I would have to find the stronghold and then go back to the base. But turns out I was actually relatively close to the stronghold, and when I threw my last Eye of Ender, there it was. Okay, where am I at now? Oh, I passed it. Neat. Come on, Steve. Where'd it go? Did it go down here? Don't you dare. It's probably on a tree. Is it in the trees? It is in the trees. So it's around this right here. It's around this ravine thing. Let's throw another one just for the hell of it. So it fell right here. Note it. But first, mind you, we're gonna have to go back and get the arrows. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't really want to see the journey of me going back to the base, so here, let me just... There we go. It's home! Hooray! Finally made it home! Hooray, zay zay, zoo zoo zoo. When I was at the base, I harvested a little bit of the wheat, and then I fished for a little bit, and then I remembered that I had that pumpkin where I shared it, and then I put it on my head, and this is actually what happened. But I'm sure you probably didn't know this now, did you? Aha. But do you still get pissed off if I don't look at you? Oh, that's an issue right there now, isn't it? You can come to me with this thing being on. That's not good at all, alright? Yeah, honestly, this was an issue. I could either prevent Enderman or prevent Steve, and I decided that I wouldn't really use the pumpkin because Steve, but also the texture, which I did not like. And then after I was done experimenting with the mechanics of the new Creaking, I figured that I would grab the items, which I honestly almost forgot about yet again. And after I got all the items, I set back on the trail to the stronghold yet again. And to be fair, I only got turned around one time, but when I actually got turned around, it turned into nighttime, and I was having issues with mobs and whatnot, but nonetheless, I found the stronghold yet again. And this time I was ready to start digging. Alright, let's go mining. Just saying, I want a divorce after this is done. Completely, alright? Sick and tired of you always been around me. You annoy me. You smell bad. You're so possessive. You don't know how to leave me the hell alone. So yeah, afterwards, we're through. I'm sorry, but we're through after this challenge is done. Alright? Completely done. I need space from you, alright? Now I know how my exes feel. Yeah. Oh, look at that! We made it! All in 2 pieces. Yep, so I've now successfully found the stronghold, but turns out the first room that I actually entered had kind of odd designs. It seemed as if a zombie spawner or some kind of spawner was trying to override the stronghold, but turns out the stronghold actually overrid it. So the generation looked kind of wonky donkey donk. Anyways, I just looted the stronghold really fast. It was really nothing notable, but afterwards I figured that I would find the portal room, which I found it, and I laid down all the pearls and I was ready to go inside of the end. Bonk, 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 bonk. And a bump bonk. Yeah. So the question remains, can you beat Minecraft while the Creaking stalks you? Let's find out. Oh, you can't actually fall in. Okay. I'll use your AI to my advantage. All right, 1 second. I have an idea. It's a great idea. Hopefully it works though. If not, then I might cry. Aha, you've walked into my plan. Whee! So the plan for this is to hope that he doesn't hit me off like that. Because if he does, I'll be dead. If he gets bonked off, being Steve, I don't know what I'll do. I might fail the challenge. Yoink.
Another one.
How dare you attack when I'm trying to kill you? That's not cool. So the plan for the dragon fight was 1, kill the little end crystals, and then 2, kill the dragon, and also 3, try to keep Steve alive. Pretty simple. So until the end crystals were officially exploderized, I figured that I would run to the dragon and shove my sword down his throat when he rebelled. Turns out they don't really like it when you do that.
Oh, do it again.
I hope Steve is not alright. If Steve dies, that will be the best day of my life. Not really though. That means I'll fail the challenge, and I don't want to fail the challenge. I've came this far. Ah, look at Steve. He's so dumb. But yeah, but if Steve falls into the void, I lose the challenge. That is what exactly is at stake here. And honestly, keeping Steve alive was actually quite hard. I did nothing wrong. Stop. I'm just vibing, living my truest life. Come on. I hate Enderman. Ah, don't knock me off. Or Steve. Steve, no! Run, Steve, run! Okay, you're good. No, it's right there. Cool. Steve, don't run. I fell. I only had one occurrence to where Steve was actually thrown almost into the void. This is kind of what happened. Here's the clip. Okay, so, issue. I can't find Steve anywhere. Oh, he's right here. Steve, come on, buddy. Come on. I need you to come to me, like, right now. Come on, dude, like, legit, come on. So, for context, I was spending probably 10 minutes trying to actually find Steve. I could not find him anywhere. I looked almost the whole entire island over while dying again and again to the dragon, and I finally found him. And yes, I was very close to actually deleting this world, but it turns out when I found him, I stopped completely and just went with the video. So damn annoying. But after a few more agonizing smacks, it was finally dead. And just like that, Steve, come here. I've successfully beaten Minecraft while the Creaking stalked me the whole entire game, and also an Enderman apparently. But yeah, guys, this is the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more of this dumb content that I do. Yeah, have a great day, evening, nights, or whatever it is, to be fair. Yeah, be good to yourself and be good to other people. Bye. Best outro ever.